backstage, Sami Zayn congratulated Jimmy Uso, and then there was a backstage confrontation with Solo Sikoa, but there was no violence. We had John Cena's farewell to Ireland. I lead off, so I'm just going to go right into it. Obviously, John Cena got a huge ovation from the crowd for what will be his final appearance in the WWE ring in Ireland. Soon after he came out, he was joined by Logan Paul. Media megastar, he went off on John Cena and the crowd. It was not rude, but and John was just listen. Spit in the face of anyone in the crowd, and they wouldn't do anything. He's truly never known anyone else because he wouldn't make it out of the arena if he did that. Logan Paul allowed to mention the agreement Cena had Nikki Bella sign to move in with him was surprising, but John Cena, was allowed to mention Logan Paul's legal issues, so they kind of needed a tit for tat there. Because as soon as John Cena had his chance, he flipped over Logan Paul and literally flipped over the prime display at ringside, which later in the night it was back up like normal. And he continued about Logan Paul's lack of respect for the business, which popped the crowd. You could every step of this segment coming before it happened, but it still ended up being entertaining because Cena's one of the best promo men in the business. I really thought this was going to get a solid B.
Okay, yeah, I enjoyed this too. I mean, like I had originally said before, I said, man, Logan Paul was just going off. I mean, he was just screaming, and that's what made the promo really good. And we all know, like you said, I agree with you with John Cena, the greatest promo guy probably in wrestling. And yeah, this was just a great thing. I mean, I think tipping over the Prime stand made it a little bit more interesting towards their match coming up. John Cena bringing up the legal issues was, kind of interesting as well. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I enjoyed this promo between the two of them. It was pretty good, real good rather. Looking forward to the match between the two of them. Talking about how Logan Paul's an outsider and he's been doing this for 4 years, and Logan Paul's like, well, I've been doing this longer than most people have been on the roster, and which I really don't find that easy to believe. But yeah, I just thought it was good. I gave it a B+.
Okay. After that, we then went to a tag team matchup, which is the other half of the semifinals for the number one contendership for the tag team titles, as it was Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford of the Street Profits taking on Jason Mateo and Tonga Loa on FB. Chad, you're up first.
All righty. Yeah, this was a good match. I enjoyed this. First time, to my knowledge, these two teams have ever met in the ring. I thought it was a really good match. Kind of figured they were going to go with JC Mateo and Tonga Loa because Tala Tonga, he's really not all that experienced, but they need to start getting him some more experience in the ring. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. I thought it was good. It's still kind of strange to see BFAB back with the Street Profits, but it seems to be, I don't know, maybe it just seems to be helping them out a little bit. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. Dawkins and Montez Ford, now they got the number one contender match against Mello Don't Miz, so I think we have an idea.
You figured it out now.
I think we have a general idea who's going to win that one. But I enjoyed the match. I gave it a B.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. The initial onslaught, it felt like this match was all the MFTs. Um, Outside the ring was kind of what, for me, what stood out in this match. Big Jim came down trying to provide some support by attacking Tall Time with a chair. Um, he was in chased away by Talatanga, and then Sami Zayn showed up and took out Solo Sikoa, and that allowed a little bit of a distraction for the Street Profits of Vinod chasing Tail to get the win. So I'm sorry, but the Street Profits should need a distraction to beat these. But for some reason, they felt this was needed. And most of the matches are pretty standard stuff. And something the final minutes kind of helped the match. I don't think it hurt the match. It was too distracting. I mean, the match itself was, hold on, let me get back to it here. Yeah, 9 minutes and 56 seconds long. The half kind of ruined it for me. What could have been a solid B, really, I'm struggling to go higher than a high C plus. I mean, the crowd chanting "You can't wrestle Matei" was absurd. I mean, he's not supposed to be a technical wrestler. He's a big, strong, muscular, meaty man. Just because he can do some of the acrobatic things doesn't mean he can't wrestle.
Right.
He can still do a standing moonsault. I mean, he stands there and puts over. Still, I mean, he's got to be one of the best taunting people outside the ring in WWE now, if not history. But yeah, I'm struggling to get this higher than a strong C plus.
All right, K. Smith. Yep. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the podcast today. Lightning Wolf, thank you.
We saw on the backstage segment Tiana James and Julia talking, and then Meechin came up in the back for the second straight time. We saw a reflection of Nikki Cross. What this could lead to, we will have to see, hopefully, in the future. We then went to the next singles matchup, where it was a single match between Aleister Black and R-Truth. I lead off for this, and obviously WWE is already moving away from the Ron Killings character, as R-Truth revealed he ended up in Dublin, Georgia, instead of Dublin, Ireland. So he said somebody to fight in his place and wanted being Damian Priest. And they started brawling as soon as Damian Priest hit the ring. The referee was trying to separate them so they could start the match. Unsuccessfully, I must say. Security tried to break it up, but they kept breaking free and going after each other. You know, like I said, it's sad that WWE has already given up on R-Truth being a more serious character. And then, did you even grade this at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you grade the whole Drew McIntyre coming or anything separately, or?
I graded the Drew thing separately.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it really wasn't much of anything other than the fact that, you know what, we're gonna get a Damian Priest Aleister Black matchup at a PLE, whether it's gonna be a Clash in Paris or they wait for WrestlePalooza. I guess that's yet to see. I could imagine being something at WrestlePalooza in some type of no DQ maybe street fight or something type match. But yeah, I thought it was okay. Gave it a C plus.
Right. Yeah, I kind of agree with the grade. R-Truth coming out saying he was in Dublin, Georgia. I died laughing when that happened. It's like, oh, here we go again. It's going to be one of these places where he's going to show up in different places where he's not supposed to be. But yeah, this Damian Priest, Aleister Black situation. This is going to be a good match between the two of them. They don't like each other. When they get a chance to face each other, it's going to be a war. I kind of wish that they were able to separate them so they could have a match, but it wasn't in the cards. They're saving it for the PLE. But yeah, I gave it a C plus as well.
Okay. After that, Drew McIntyre showed up and gave a promo directed at Cody Rhodes. Trev, you're up.
All right. Yeah, there really wasn't much to this promo. I mean, he's talking about, Cody and how Cody's injured and all this other good happy-go-lucky crap. Really, I mean, I don't know how long it was, but it wasn't that long. And then all of a sudden, Randy just pops up from behind him. And I kind of figured that Drew knew that was going to happen because it looked like he turned this way like seconds after he showed up from behind him. And he kind of figured that Randy was probably going to be there. And, dropped Drew McIntyre with the RKO, which I don't know. I mean, I look at things a lot differently than most people. Would I like to see Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in a triple threat? Yeah, I'd love to see it, but I don't want to see it soon. Maybe have a little bit more of a build up to it. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. I think the RKO to Drew was really good. He dropped Drew real quick, just like that. I gave the whole thing a B.
Yeah, way off for me. Yeah, I mean, once again, like you said, there's pretty much not much more to say. I think kind of what Drew McIntyre was looking for because he heard the commotion from the crowd. So I think he was starting to see what was going on. Didn't expect Randy Orton. That was the only good part of the whole thing. Did not expect to be Randy Orton. I honestly expected it to be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
But no, it was Randy Orton.
Really?
The only good part of it was Randy Orton coming out. Drew McIntyre playing the heel that he is, dressed in all black with the skin tight black white beater on, the jeans, making him look more of a heel. Talking about Cody, don't know when you can see him back. If he's gonna be back, whatever. And would I rather have just seen an Aleister Black R-Truth match? Yes. So I'm going to struggle to give this a C.
All right. What's up, Nick? Welcome in. FW Nick 20. Thank you.
After that, we then went to the main event of the evening. It was a tag team matchup of Nia Jax and the Intercontinental Women's Champion Becky Lynch against the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton and her partner Jade Cargill. I lead off with this. Yeah, so many things about this match. So many about this match. A, why did the woman who busted Becky Lynch's face step out to meet Becky Lynch's tag team partner? Why? Why is Jade Cargill coming out to defend Tiffany Stratton? What makes sense about that? What beef does Jade Cargill have with Nia Jax or with Becky Lynch? Nada. Nothing. Why was it Lyra Valkyria the one to tag with Tiffany Stratton in front of home crowd in Ireland. Oh, she wasn't there. Well, let me tell you something. That was a dark tag team match on Friday night after SmackDown. It was the Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez taking on the tag team of Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria. You're going to have this girl wrestle in front of her own crowd, but not in a matchup against Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill. Then we don't have the champion getting with their winning team. We have Jade Cargill. What? After Becky Lynch left, causing Nia Jax to defend for herself. This match had more than a few hiccups. I guess it had the right ending. The good guys, all quote unquote good guys, always win. But yeah, this match just it ended so quickly. It's like the referee said, "Oh my God, hurry, boom, boom, match is over." Didn't even get to appreciate Tiffany's, moonsault that she does in the puberty because it was so rushed. I just didn't. I didn't like it. I gave it a C minus.
All right. Wrestle Ranch says, did you hear about Rampage Jackson's son? He beat up an indie wrestler on the show badly. Oh, no, didn't hear nothing about that.
No.
But yeah, that's that was quite a strange pairing for these two tag teams. I mean, I really was at a loss for words when I saw Becky and Nia team up together. It's like, this is the one that put Becky out on the shelf for months. And then
she didn't put her on the shelf for months.
She didn't when she broke her nose. She didn't.
No, that's how bitches became the man. She washed her face and was back in action almost ASAP.
Oh, I thought she put her out because of that. My bad. Okay. And then Jade Cargill teaming up with Tiffany also makes no sense. I totally agree with you with the Lyra thing. Should have had her on there. Would have been a much more entertaining match. Match was too short to begin with, but SmackDown decided to go back to 2 hours, so that's what they got to do anyway. But yeah, I gave the match a C.
Okay. As the show went off the air, Nick Aldis was chasing down John Cena, telling him he just talked to Brock Lesnar, and then we saw Logan Paul give a cheap shot to John Cena, knocking him down. Okay. So, Trip, overall, what'd you think?
Well, I didn't think it was that bad of a show. I mean, there was a couple of low spots for me, quite a few high spots. I thought it was a decent show. I gave it a B.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm struggling to give it a C plus. Really am. I was so disappointed with the way it ended. I mean, hopefully next week's show will be a lot better. Like I said, I got to go B plus.
Okay.
C plus.
All righty.
C plus.
All righty, and that was our SmackDown preview, our SmackDown recap, rather. And tonight we have NXT Heatwave, their premium live event. What do we got for that card tonight, Greg?
We have 6 matches. We have a triple threat match to determine the number 1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, as it's Shayna Parker against Kalani Jordan against Lola Vice. We have a mixed tag match, as it's Chelsea Green and Ethan Page taking on Tyra May Steele and Tavion Heights. We have a singles matchup, Jordan Grace taking on Blake Monroe. We have a tag team matchup for the NXT Tag Team Championship, as it's Hank Walker and Tank Ledger, Hank and Tank, taking on two members of Dark State, which is Dion Lennox, Osiris Griffin, Saquon Sugars, and or Cutler James. We had the triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship as it's JC Jane defending against Masha Slamovich and Ashley Elegance. And then the main event of the evening is a singles matchup for the NXT Championship as it's Ova Femi taking on Javon Evans.
Okay.
So, matches.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in that Javon Evans Obafemi match. But I'm also interested in the women's triple threat because I'm still waiting for the Fatal Influence implosion and who's it.
Yeah, I think we're going to start to see that here. I really do think that more likely Jasmine, I don't know, more likely I think it'll be Jasmine next trying to get involved, causing a distraction, and then it backfiring to JCJ taking a loss and losing that title. So that's what I think that's the way I think that one's going to go.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you. Who do you think is going to be behind the implosion? Fallon Henley or Jasmine Nix? And
No, I think the implosion is going to be due to JCJ. I think she's going to cause the implosion.
oh, okay. So, and then the Jordan Grace match, I'm really not too wild about seeing. Well, I'm hoping that Blake Monroe will get a victory from my fantasy points, but
Yeah, but it's really, I mean, we have not seen a lot of Blake Monroe in the ring at all. I want to see what this woman can do. I mean, is she just is she what used to be a diva? Just a pretty face that can kind of do a couple moves? Or can this woman, I mean, I wonder what the big to do about her is. I mean, she's been in a total of 4 matches in her entire NXT career. So I want to see this woman wrestle and see what the big to do is all about.
yeah, I would like to see what she has in the ring as well. And I don't know, maybe putting her up against Jordan Grace might not be the best way to show her skill because Jordan Grace is only going by power. But it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with Jordan Grace in this match and going forward in NXT. Hank and Tank against 2 members of Dark State. I mean, Hank and Tank already has a victory over Dark State, don't they?
It was 8-man tag, yes.
Oh, so I think that would be hey Wayne Hayes, what's up? I think that would be a little confidence booster for Hank and Tank. I mean, they are a good tag team, so I'm looking forward to seeing them. No, thank you. Looking forward to definitely seeing them in the match. And then, honestly, I really think Jada Parker is going to win that triple threat match for the women. So
you see them doing heel Jada Parker against a heel JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship?
Yeah, I can see that.
I
don't. Okay. So, well, we'll have to see what they're going to do. Wayne Hayes says, abolish TKO, ESPN and WWE, September 20th. Yeah, well, unfortunately, you can't abolish TKO because they're behind it. So, but, I mean, is there any, would there be anything for tonight's card for Heat Wave that would surprise you that would happen, Greg?
Yeah, and if Ova Femi lost, to be honest, I just don't see him losing till they're ready to bring him up to the main roster, and I don't see them bringing him up in September. Not the time to bring a wrestler up.
You think they'll wait till the end of the year to bring him up?
No, I think next year WrestleMania time.
Okay, I was thinking maybe Royal Rumble, but WrestleMania is probably a safe bet.
Just a lot of times people from NXT are in the Rumble and not brought right to the main roster. So yeah, he can be in the Royal Rumble, throw out 18 people, and not win.
Right. All right. So don't forget, we got Heat Wave tonight, 7:00 on Peacock.
Do we want to do a Heat Wave recap show tomorrow at 5?
Sure. What I was gonna suggest was, seeing as how Monday Night Raw is on at 3:00 tomorrow, do a little recap on Monday Night Raw.
Do a Raw and recap show at 6:00.
Yeah.
So do a Raw and Heat Wave at 6:00.
Sure. Yeah, I can, because I'm gonna watch it when I get home, because I have a doctor's appointment at 1:00 tomorrow, and that's gonna go at least 90 minutes. So by the time I get home, it'll probably just be starting Monday Night Raw. So, but all right, yeah, we'll definitely do that. So definitely tune in tomorrow to check out our Monday Night Raw and NXT Heatwave recap. Yep. All right. So anything else, Greg?
No.
All right. So on behalf of the Nugs Greg, this is the illustrious Mr. Trivia. Let me get this out for today. This is the illustrious Mr. Trivia saying thank you all for tuning in to. Thank you for tuning in to Top Rope Report, and we'll catch us all tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I had to bring that broom out. Sorry there, guys. Greg's a Yankee fan, and I'm a Red Sox fan, so I had to bring that out. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're all going to check you out.